Hello, welcome to Animes, another weekly roundup of Miami figure pre-orders. This is the 11th to the 16th of November 2024. Quite a few figures to look at today and some spicy ones as well. We'll get on into those. Get straight onto the figures. If you can comment, like, and subscribe, that'd help out a lot, at least to show engagement, that you guys enjoy what I'm doing here with the weekly roundup. Links for the figures we look at today will be in the description down below, apart from the figures in the adults section. That'll be towards the end of the video, as normal. So we've got Fox Miko Fu Mii 1/6 by CC Cute, 19,800 yen. So a very lolly-esque sort of fox girl in the that you see quite a lot in like Chinese anime. Very nice looking figure, not cast off, but the body sculpt looks really nicely done. The dress is obviously very little in terms of material, so they don't have to go so hard onto the colouring. Hair sculpting and detailing looks pretty nice, especially for the price when it's just on 20,000 yen. But it is a new manufacturer, so you just need to keep an eye on it. I've not heard from CC Cute yet, so maybe wait for people to get it in their hands on MFC just to confirm what the quality is going to be like with that. F.Shirring B-Style Iro Bunny Monica illustration by D-Smile Court Scale for 41,800 yen, May 2025. I like this sort of mafia-esque bunny aesthetic going on. Her wearing the sort of gloves and the jacket going on. And the red is very nice. I do like the very silky metallic kind of red going on here. The pose looks pretty good as well. So you can obviously remove the jacket to then actually see her shoulder blade and the sculpt work on the back. Although you're not really going to be looking at the back. But it's good to see that they're doing that. The hair shading is pretty nice. There does look like there's an obvious partition or mold line seam here with this bang on the right hand side of her head. So as long as you look at her front on, then you probably won't notice that. So that's probably alright. But apart from that, pretty nice looking figure. And looks like they're using a much tighter knit stocking mesh on this one as well compared to past F.Shirring figures. Yeah, probably. Maybe I know they might have changed progress bar. It might just be to the photos. I think it is the photos actually. No, this looks quite standard actually. In this one, I can see the opening, the gaps in the stocking a bit better. So very nice looking figure. 41,000 yen, a little bit cheaper than normal. But I'm not familiar with this series or by this artist who made this figure. So it looks quite nice overall though, but it is a sort of standard, obviously quarter scale bunny suit. I think if you like the red aesthetic, the red bunny suit, then get it. I do like the overall attire that she's going for, very much like from Chainsaw Man, I guess, with the suits that they're wearing all the time, just in a bunny suit instead. Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Roxy Megurdia 1/8 by Kotobukiya for 17,760 yen, May 2025. This sculpting looks really good. Paint job looks really nice. It's like the detail is out of this world really with this. I think overall, at least from these promo photos, the cloak is really nicely done. And then I think if we get to better see, you can see the hair, the darker blues and the white blues. The contrast is really nicely done. For the depths, so this is a very nice looking figure, probably worth pre-ordering, even though it is a 1/8, a bit on the smaller side, but it also means she's not going to take up tons of space, and I think they just added this obviously highlighting effect most likely. But yeah, nice looking figure. Yeah, definitely worth getting a hold of. I think if you really like Mushoku Tensei, it's a really good anime, definitely worth watching. Kiriko Gushing Over Magical Girls, Magia Beza, Katakawa by Katakawa for 22,770 yen. Pre-orders are closed. Coming out in March 2025. It is a cast-off figure by Kiriko, which I'm a bit surprised by. I think it's the first time they've ever done one, but as you can see, cast-off just on the chest. So I think those are probably magnetic. It doesn't mention. So they might have just a little bit of like double-sided tape on the inside of those stars to keep them on, similar to some of the Vertex figures like Archer that I've got. is the same. She's just got like a double-sided tape to stick them on. So yeah, good. I like it overall, and I do like the anime. Obviously, if you're a degenerate like me, then definitely worth getting a hold of. I'm probably going to add this to my bookmarks, and I'll just have to remember this coming out in March. And for a good price as well, with this decent discount, 25,000 yen down to 22,000 yen. Although I think if you click on here, more options, then there's the pre-order. They look the same. I don't know why there's two separate listings for some reason. So yeah, definitely worth getting hold of. Anyways, either of them. So I'll probably have to wait for this one to come out to get hold of it myself. Illustrator collection figure Toshi Shita Kanojo, 1/6 scale by DMM Factory for 26,120 yen. DMM Factory have actually been doing pretty nice work. It seems like their figures that they have previously released have been quite well received from what I've heard of on MFC. So they seem like a very good and positive upcoming manufacturer in terms of the quality and the effort they're putting in. Based on these images, I can definitely see the shading looks really nicely done. The pinks, the shading in the pink is really nicely done, and obviously the little bunnies sculpting looks really good. Hair sculpt looks pretty good, better than standard on a lot of figures. Hat looks quite nice. Yeah, if you really are a fan of bunnies, then I think this is worth getting. And it's 1/6 for 26,000 yen, which isn't too bad actually. It looks like I think the attention to detail is really nice. August 2025 for that one. We've got from F.Shirring, Iro Bunny illustration by Sato Pote, complete figure for 27,500 yen. So this is again not a cast-offable figure, but it is a 1/6, which is a bit disappointing. The much more opened fishnets with this one, and obviously a much more V-shaped bunny suit on this figure. And obviously, I think the main thing is the pose is going to be the big problem in terms of holding her up, unless she comes with a display base. So she does come with this cylinder. You might be able to do some unique poses with this in your collection on a shelf or with different sort of environmental scenery that you want to add to your fit into your collection to display her. Might be worth taking a look at. Overall, I do like the pose, quite nice. Stocking changes are good as a difference, and the blue on the underside of the hair and the pink on the back side gives you a good contrast as well, I think. Maybe worth, if we saw a bit more of the blue, maybe like some sort of the seams, like the stitching could have been blue on the bunny suit. That would have given it a bit more depth and whatnot with the actual design. And would have been in line with like the hairstyle as well. So I think they could have done a few more design choices to sort of elevate it, to tie it in with the actual hair color of the character. Apart from that, pretty nice. Pity is a 1/6 scale. Doesn't mention it on here, but it is. I did check MFC, and she is a 1/6. So a bit annoying with that, unfortunately. I wish she was a quarter scale, but I think a quarter scale in this pose would take up a ton of room in your collection, with it being such an awkward position to have her on display. Although I think having her as quarter scale, you could have a full standing girl behind her. Her is like a middle height, and then you can have those laying down quarter scales in front. So it might be worth actually F.Shirring develop more of these sort of mid height in this sort of start position characters in the future. You can have 3 tiers of quarter scales on the same shelf without them obscuring each other so much. So that might be a new interesting take to at least push on. Hopefully with F.Shirring take that up and carry that on through future renditions of other characters. Monogatari series, obviously a very popular series. I have not watched it. Don't shoot me. I know, just saying, I have not watched the series. I know I really should. But yeah, this one looks really nice. 1/7 scale, good art, small art, Shanghai, 22,000 yen, December 2025. This looks immaculate. I love the base. The letterbox looks really nicely done. The sculpting looks the sculpting's fine for the figure, but I think the paint job elevates this figure overall. So it's really nicely. The hair shading looks perfect, and the shoes look really nicely done. Everything looks amazing on this figure. For 22,000 yen, auto buy, I think, from Good Smile Art Shanghai. They've done a really good job with this figure, at least in these promo photos. Blue Archive Ichika 1/7 by Good Smile Company for 16,500 yen. November 2025. This one, very basic shading, not much basic outfit. Wings look okay. It's not as if there's tons of feathers. They're very large for each of the feathers themselves in the wings. So yeah, very basic. A little bit of metallic on the gun. It's fine. Maybe worth 16,000 yen. I suppose you could say 16,500. Yeah, a bit weak, I think, coming from Good Smile, unfortunately. Could have done a bit more effort, and it could be the lighting that ruining it, but it's a bit basic, unfortunately. Price is obviously reasonable, but yeah, I don't know this character from Blue Archive, though. Binding, we've got Binding Creator's Opinion, Kurogal, Bunny Senpai 1/6 for 29,700 yen. June 2025 release, so fully cast offable figure this one is. I do like the sort of school attire, sort of with the jacket and the shoes and socks mixed with the bunny suit. I do like this design. It's a tanned girl, another bonus. Tanned skin, blonde, well, kind of blonde hair, I guess. Yeah, and the pose obviously is quite nice. The hair shading looks pretty good. It's binding, so you're buying it for a specific reason, obviously, with it being cast off. So yeah, I wish this was a quarter scale really as well. Again, I'm not too keen on these 1/6, although I've got other 1/6 I've got on pre-order for next year, which aren't, but they're not bunny figures. So very nice. I think potentially worth taking a stab on buying this one if you really like tan girls and you do want I think you can display her with the clothing on anyway. She looks good in this form as well. Like this body sculpting, the shading in the legs looks really nice. So definitely, I think worth getting a hold of if you do like this figure overall aesthetic. Freeing bunny suit planning Sophia F.Shirring, bunny version 3rd quarter scale, 39,600 yen. July 2025 release. Obviously her with the, yes, admittedly a bit of a smaller head compared to the body proportions, partly down to the angle as well, but yeah, obviously equipped with 2 massive torpedoes in the chest area, which are bigger than her head, which doesn't make sense, but obviously I've pre-ordered this one guaranteed since I've already got the other 2 bunny suit Sophia bunny, the first one and the reverse. And it's cast off obviously as well, and I've got the other Sophia F.Shirring one, the second bunny version, on pre-order. So this one I've obviously had to pre-order because I'm getting all the Sophia F.Shirring, at least their quarter scales. Definitely worth getting a hold of. The artist Nadir is amazing, and I love the whole bunny suit planning franchise or universe that they've developed. I've got like the art books and stuff as well that they've released. So yeah, very nice looking figure, easily auto buy for me. Yes, okay, it's painted on stockings, but it's the same as the reverse bunny and the first bunny version. They're painted. They're not real stockings. Only the second bunny version is actually got stockings. So I'd have these 3 painted on, leggings, and then one which actually has the stockings. So but auto buy, I think, if you're into bunny suit planning, easily, definitely worth buying her. Doesn't mention about the head being swappable, so it looks like you can't change the heads like you could do with the first 2 bunny suit figures, but I think no one really did that anyway, so I think they realized it's kind of a bad gimmick. But the bunny suit design looks really good, sci-fi-esque, as the whole bunny suit thing is, or bunny suit planning is very sci-fi, mech warrior armor-esque, and the pose armor, the rear end looks really nice, and obviously she's well endowed in the chest area anyways. Yeah, definitely worth getting a hold of. I think personal favourite this week. Hololive Productions, at least from Figure. Hololive Productions Shurigo Knoll swimsuit version by Good Smile, 19,800 yen. I think I covered this before when she was up or One Hobby Festival. But yeah, I love the water effect. The flotation ring is really nice, and her skin shading and sculpting looks really good. This seems like more close to 30,000 yen in terms of the quality of the paint job, sculpting, and the extra like the water base and the actual flotation ring you're getting. It looks amazing. I don't watch Polo Live, so but if you treat it as an OC, I think worth getting for 20,000 yen. So yeah, potentially worth getting a hold of, but I don't really collect bikini figures. If I did, then I'll probably look at getting this in the aftermarket after she's released. Gridman Universe, Rika Takarada, 1/7 by Luminous Box. Another new manufacturer, 14,700 yen. So this one, desk, pretty reasonably well painted. The metallic legs look really nice. So the metals look really good. Her bit of hair shading, no outfit shading. Pretty basic sculpting in terms of muscle definition in the legs and arms. So it's pretty basic overall. I think most of the attention and effort has gone into the desk, and obviously they've at least shaded her hair, so it's fine. And they've done just the basic body sculpt and whatnot. But for 14,500, 15,000 yen, it's fine. May 2025 release, so potentially worth getting hold of. Good Smile Company, we've got Fate Grand Order Ruler Melusine 1/6 scale, 18,500 yen. So 1/6 for under 20k, pretty good. September 2025. Fate Grand Order, obviously a lot of people are fans of Fate Grand Order series. Very nice looking design. I love the sleeve top that they've got going on here. Yep, this sort of obviously she's not a succubus, but yeah, she looks pretty good as well. I like the little wings. I think the sleeve decals look really good. I think overall face and hair looks pretty good. Pose is fine. There's a bit of definition in the body sculpt and a little bit of shading in the areas where the musculature is. Looks fine, but I think for 1/6 for the price, definitely above board for the price that you're paying for this figure. So and it's by Good Smile Company, so we're seeing a lot more 1/6 by Good Smile now. At least I've noticed, rather than the 1/7. So we might see the bigger manufacturers moving into 1/6 and quarter scales being standard, rather than being quarters and then 1/7, and then your 1/8 to 1/6 being more niche. We might see 1/6 being more of the standard, probably as a way to try and justify price increases as well by making the scaling 1/6, just to ease people's collectors. I think is a strategy that a lot of the companies are going for, is just aiming for the 1/6 scale, which then means they can at least justify the no longer having 12,000 15,000 yen 1/7 scale figures, since 1/7s are going up to 20,000 plus now. So yeah. Azure Lane, cross with Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation. Mary Rose, Steamy version 1/6 by Koi Tecmo Games /KT Model Plus for 27,500 yen. This is the deluxe version. There's a normal version that's about 25-ish thousand yen. So I just thought I'd cover the more expensive one. December 2025. This one, body sculpt looks really good. Skin shading is a bit on the glossier side, but is good. Hair is really nice. Obviously the bench looks really nicely done. The food looks really good, and obviously she's got the manju, and the water effects with her foot in is really well done. Very nice looking figure. I think definitely worth getting a hold of, and 1/6 scale. I think definitely worth getting a hold of if you like this character from Azure Lane as well. Yeah, really good looking figure, especially for under 30,000 yen, with all the environmentals going on here. Very good looking figure. And I think this is an Azure Lane one that people have been waiting for. Azure Lane Taihou Sweet Time After School version 1/7 by Alter. So it's paint job's gonna be immaculate. 33,880 yen is pricey. Single shipment. So you can't combine her to make it cheaper shipping, unfortunately. October 2025. Okay, let's break it down. So this is obviously an iconic art skin that she has in the game. So a lot of people like this. It's in a school outfit. A lot of people love school outfits. Me too. Obviously, it looks like she's very, she's drenched in the top, so it's sort of semi see-through. She's got the cat really nicely done. Hair sculpting looks really good. Paint job is going to be immaculate anyways. The books is a nice touch as well, elevating her legs. The tights shading looks really good. Good shading on the hair throughout, even towards the ends, and you're not really going to see that. So yeah, very nice looking figure. Some bonuses as well. She has multiple faceplates, so you can have glasses on or off. I think, yep, she's got these sort of ears, that Neko ears you can have on, and different arms, where she's doing the heart sign. So some good little extras, I think, and looks like she has a smile as well, so different faceplates. There's probably head swap. As you can see, does it look like she's smiling on these ones? Yeah, so she's not smiling here, so it looks like two heads. Let's have a look. Main figure, cat ear, parts, and A2. So they don't mention about the face swap, but it kind of looks like she does have a face swap. She does smile later on when she's... Yeah, because like the eyes change position a bit more, and the head looks a bit more towards the left. So I don't know, potentially double heads, but very nice looking figure, and I think easily worth buying. October 2025. I'll have to check my pre-orders to see if I can actually squeeze her in my October month next year. Succubi Sister no Oni-san 1/6 by Limland for 19,580 yen. This is a very nice looking figure, obviously, with a cross and a sister succubus. Very alluring design, as I've covered a couple of other ones previously from the adult sections. Where there's sort of these fantasy classes, or where they've gone erotic. So yeah, very nice looking figure. I love the pose. She's very thick, but yeah, very nice looking figure. No, this is not cast off, so that's a bit of a downside. I'll turn to faceplates, so you get two face options. Cross, base, and main figure. So good price though. No, it's 1/6 with this, and we covered the Limland. They're relatively new, but they have the the elf that's chained to the wall, if you remember from a couple of weeks ago. So that looks promising. So that's why this one I think is worth pre-ordering as well. But you might want to hold judgment for the moment. Next we've got Reverse 1999 Sonato 1/7 by Apex for 22,400 yen. January 2026, so you've got over a year for this one. If you're really into musicals, this is a very nice looking figure. Yeah, I love the sort of little staircase stand, the musical note stand going on here, and the outfit looks really nice. The whites is really good. Hair shading looks really nicely done. The posing, all the gold filigree is really nicely done. Yeah, she looks really nice. Just a very clean and pristine figure, this one is, by Apex as well. So a well-renowned figure, so it's not from a newer manufacturer. So quality-wise, I think you're going to be fine. Yeah, it's a really nice looking figure, definitely worth getting a hold of. Now we're on to the adult section. There's only one pre-order, but I've got two up here to look at, because we've got in stock a Taemin in quarter scale from Binding. We've got Kurara quarter scale for 44,000 yen. So if you missed out on the pre-order, or you didn't know Taemin have these quarter scales come out, you can at least get her 44,000 yen for this sort of much more unique design bunny suit. So I think worth potentially getting hold of. If I didn't have other quarter scales on pre-order and I had money to burn, I would probably pre-order this, to be honest, and add her to my collection. But just thought I'd let you know that this is in stock and available to get hold of. Now for the pre-order, is a cast-off version of the succubus that we covered, obviously, just a little bit ago, by Limland as well. So this is the special edition version. Same sort of thing with the elf that was prisoned up that we covered a few weeks ago. There's two versions of that. one that wasn't obviously cast off, and then one that is cast off. So this one is a full body swap, basically, to be fully no clothed. So at least you've got basically got two bodies, and the heads and arms and legs all just attached to that. So for about 3,000 yen increase, I think worth it, to be honest, to just go straight for this one. So again, obviously you get the standard outfit, looks really nice, but you'll be buying it for the cast off version if you want it. But I think cast off figures 1/6 for less than 25,000 yen. Insta buy, instant pre-order, to be honest. June 2025, so about 8 months away. So I think definitely worth pre-ordering this. Yeah, that's it. Not too many figures. Comment, like, and subscribe, as I said, and links for all these apart from the adult figures will be in the description down below. But yeah, I'm so glad we got Taihou in that school outfit, and Sophie F.Shirring as well, bunny suit. Definitely worth getting a hold of. Yeah, really good week, I think. Some surprises, but yeah, really good. And I shall catch you in another video. Thank you very much for watching to the end. Thanks. Bye.